Hi there and welcome to day one of this 10-day program to help you relieve sciatica. So you're probably looking at me thinking you're sitting there on your knees, I can't even get down there, and I totally empathise. That's exactly how I was on day one of my journey to guide myself with my yoga practice through sciatica into pain-free way of living and being. So I totally understand. Now, I would describe it as I gingerly got down onto the mat, okay? You might want to even try this practice on your bed to start with, because I found getting on and off my bed was a bit easier than getting on and off down to the floor. So I did a couple of these poses on the bed and thought, no, I need that extra support of the floor, and just really gingerly lowered myself down. I'm trying to remember how I did it, but I knew I couldn't move that easily or that fast. So I think I probably lowered myself down on the furniture that was around me gently. I mean, I was really in grandma mode. They had joked about it for the 15-hour journey the day before, calling me grandma every time we stopped to go to the loo, because it would literally take me about 5 or 10 minutes to get in and out of the car. You might come onto your knees and then be able to bring your legs round, okay? Just do your best to get onto your back, okay? So once you are sitting like this, you're going to very gently lower yourself down, probably using your hands to walk backwards to support you, maybe coming down onto your elbows, and then you're going to gently come to rest on your back. Gingerly come to rest on your back. That's how I felt. I was really gingerly and tentatively trying to get down there. And then once you're there, so just gentle sigh out, breathing in through the nose, and a gentle sigh out as you settle into this space. Breathing in through the nose and a gentle sigh out. And again, in through the nose. And a gentle. And just try and let go of the discomfort. Just take a moment to enjoy the support of the weight of the ground beneath you. And take a moment to allow yourself to meet yourself in your practice, wherever you find yourself today. Now, you may not get your feet or your legs or anything near where I'm getting mine, and I completely get that. You're not expected to work within your limits, honour your body. I'm probably going to say that a million times throughout this next 10 minutes or so. Okay? Gently bringing one knee into your chest, and it might be that's as far as you can go. Okay? You might even need the scarf or the tie or the strap to support your leg. Okay? We're aiming to get the leg as close to the knee, to the chest as we can. You can imagine that the knee is going underneath the armpit. You may want to gently circle the knee in one direction. Your knee may be here. Okay, so just meet yourself wherever you find yourself in your practice. And I would encourage you to try to do this 3 or 4 times today. By the time you get to the 4th one, you might notice that your knee has a bit more mobility. You feel a bit more stretch through here. Okay, and if you're rotating the knee in one direction, you can change the direction back in the other direction, and then gently place that foot on the floor. And then hug the other knee into your chest, wherever that may be. Maybe that's here, supporting the thigh. Maybe you could get the hand and gently guide the knee inwards. Maybe it's easier to place the hand under the knee, gently resting on the hamstring. whatever feels right for you to do. Gently rotating the knee in one direction and back in the other direction. And then allow that foot to return to the floor. Then you're going to bring the right foot off the floor, slightly flex the foot, supporting the thigh with the hands as you gently try to straighten the leg. Now, you may not be able to get much further than that. I know I certainly couldn't on the first day. Notice where you're at, point your toe and gently release. Bring the foot back towards the thigh and breathe out. Breathing in, stretch the foot away, flexing the foot. Don't force it, don't go too far. Just notice if you've got a little bit more mobility than the last time. Point, exhale. And again, breathing in, flex the foot. Extending the leg, try and get it a little bit higher if you can. Breathe out, point the toe and lower. Last time, breathe in, flex the foot, raising the foot to the ceiling. Breathe out, point the toe, lowering the foot to the floor, towards the thigh, and now place the foot on the floor. Breathing in, supporting the left thigh as you gently extend the leg up to the ceiling. Notice how far you can go without forcing it. You don't want to do anything that causes any sharp pain. Stop immediately. Listen to your body. Exhale as you point the toe. Breathing in, flex the foot. Straightening the leg as much as you can. Breathe out, point the toe. Bending the knee. Breathe in, flex the foot. Gently extending the leg. Breathe out, point the toe. Bring the foot in. Last time, flex the foot, gently extending the leg and the foot. Breathe out, point the toe. Bring the foot back and then placing the foot on the floor. Taking your arms out at shoulder height or palms like cactus, elbows bent, hands either side of your head, elbows at shoulder height. You can walk your feet to as wide as is comfortable in the mat, slightly wider than your knees. You may be able to get your feet right to the edge of the mat, but just work within your limits. It may be that you're just here for now. Taking a breath in, and as you breathe out, lower the knees down to the side and notice how far you can go, okay? Breathing in, coming back to center, and breathe out, take the knees down to the other side. Turning your head in the opposite direction if that feels comfortable. Breathing in, coming through center. Breathe out, lower down to the other side. Maybe you can get it a little bit lower this time. Just notice each subtle little shift. Breathe in, coming through center, and breathe out, lower down to the other side. Turning your head, if you can, in the opposite direction. Coming back to center. Walking the feet a bit closer together. Gently breathing in, taking the left leg up to the ceiling. And breathe out, bring that knee to rest on your right knee. Gently place your right hand on your right knee and ease the knee out to the side in a modified variation of thread the needle. Okay, the more you flex that foot, the deeper the stretch in the outer hip. But remember, we're working really gently. This is mindful movement. We're trying to ease the tightness in the muscle that is clenched around that sciatic nerve. That's where the pain is, and we're trying to open that all out. So we're not crunching or forcing. And gently bringing that knee towards the chest as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, place the foot on the floor. Breathing in, taking the right leg up towards the ceiling, and breathe out, bend the leg and place the foot on the knee. Breathing in, gently use the right hand to guide the knee out towards the side in this modified thread the needle. Keep breathing nice and smoothly. Calming back to that breath. You can even imagine blowing the discomfort out with each breath. You can go back to that gentle if you wish, and imagine all that tension and tightness easing away. Breathing in, gently guide the knee towards the chest, and as you breathe out, place that foot on the floor. Keeping the knees together and walking the feet wider, maybe to the edge of the mat if you can do so. Arms in cactus or extended palms on the floor at shoulder height. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, lower down to the right hand side. Turn your head to the left. Breathing in, coming through centre. Breathe out, lower the knees down to the other side as far as you can go. Don't push it too far, head in the opposite direction. Breathing in, coming through centre. Breathe out, windscreen wiper in the knees, opening up through the outer hip and the lower back. Breathing in, coming through centre, and breathe out. And don't crunch it or go too far. Really, if your knees come to here and that's enough, that's where you're at. Meet yourself there. Calming back to centre as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, try and hug your knees into your chest. This may be as far as you can go. Just notice where you are. You may be able to rest your hands on your knees. If not, you may want to get a strap and wrap it around your knees. The strap or the scarf just wrapped over your knees wherever you are, okay? Perhaps you like to place your hands under your knees. This is a really beautiful pose. I think this was my favourite pose of day one because I could really feel that relief and that I was gently stretching through that lower back. I was creating a bit of space. Really try and breathe into it. Keep breathing nice and smoothly. Now, if you've got some cushions to hand, you might want to place a cushion either side of the mat. Arms in cactus or straight out. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, lower the knees down onto one side, resting on the cushion. You can place both cushions underneath your knees if you need to. You can also do it without the cushion. Again, it all depends where you're at. You're going to just come to this really, really mindfully, really gently, really intentionally. Breathing nice and smoothly. Ideally, your head is either looking up at the ceiling or turned in the opposite direction to the knees. This is a simple twist, and it helps us to restore equilibrium in the spine. So we've stretched out through the lower back, and twists also help us create a little bit of space to try and ease that nerve out of that muscle. Breathe in, coming through centre, and breathe out. Lower the knees down to the other side, turning your head in the opposite direction. Again, you may need the cushion under your knee. You may need both cushions under your knees. You may choose to remove the cushion. It's entirely your practice. It's your body. It's your choice. It's your practice. It's so important to really, I'm going to keep saying this, honour your body. Work within your limits where you go through these next 10 days. Breathing in, coming back through centre. And breathing out, lower the feet onto the floor, with the soles of the feet together, the outside edge of your feet resting on the floor. You may want to support your thighs with the cushions, okay, so that your legs can really relax into this pose, Supta Konasana. Closing down your eyes, bringing your awareness to the crown of your head. Softening your forehead and releasing the space between your eyes and around your eyes. Relaxing your mouth, tongue and jaw. Just allow your breath to flow freely. You're not trying to control it, it's just moving easily, freely in and out of your body. Soften your shoulders and relax your arms and your hands. Releasing through the front of your body and all the way down your spine, from the nape of your neck to the tip of your tailbone. To soften and relax your hips, pelvis and buttocks, you can gently straighten the legs out. You may feel that you need some support under your knees, and you guide the cushions down to give you that support. You may ask somebody to help you, okay? As you just extend the legs out and allow them to rest over the cushions. You may prefer not to have the cushions there at all and just take the legs, feet slightly wider than the hips, and just rest on the floor in Shavasana. And then invite your legs to relax through your thighs and your hamstrings, your kneecaps, relaxing through your shins and your calves, top of your feet, soles of your feet, and your toes. And then I'd like you to invite a blue light to shower all around you. Blue light is healing light. Helping to relieve inflammation, discomfort. Allow your body to melt in this beautiful blue glow. To bathe in this healing energy. As you become cocooned in a beautiful blue healing light. Allow all of this blue healing energy to melt into the part of your body where you feel you are struggling with the sciatica most. Allowing that beautiful blue healing energy to melt away the tension and the tightness. And once that blue light has dissolved completely into the area you're struggling most with today, bring a little more movement to your body by wriggling your fingers and your toes. If you can raise your arms over your head, you may not be able to. Gently slide your arms along the floor, stretching your hands in the opposite direction to your feet as you breathe in. You may not even be able to do this. So just taking a grounding breath if you can't. And then gently bending your knees. And when you're ready, roll over if you can onto your right hand side. If you can't, roll over onto your left hand side. And again, you're going to want to do this really gently and really gingerly. I know I certainly did. Really easing yourself nice and smoothly onto your side. I then discovered being on my side was actually a great relief, especially if I lay on the opposite side to where it was really hurting. So I was really struggling with it in this side, so I'd lie on my right hand side, lying with one leg, the top leg over the bottom, even supporting that knee with a cushion was just really quite restorative. If you can, you're going to guide yourself gently using your hands to guide you, keeping your eyes closed. I know I at first would really struggle with this, so I would move myself more onto my front and then gently try and get myself onto all fours to then ease myself up. It was not very dignified, I have to say. So however you end, wherever you end up on, whether that's on your knees, standing upright or seated in a cross-legged position, just gently bring your hands to heart center, taking a moment to give thanks for making the space to do this practice. And I really would invite you to join me to do it 2, 3, even 4 more times today if you can. Your body really will appreciate it. And I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next stage. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.